Okay, some of my summoned wolves have confusion on them, and they're occasionally attacking each other. From those, Nixies.
Or don't.
Cannot hide from me. No strike wasted.
Let's get some pelts. Can sell that later. Kinda glad we buffed up. There was some bad stuff here. Is that just the world map? Area exit. Okay.
Not
Some
that
more
I
spell
care.
scrolls, some coin.
Will this ever end?
Let's tap quick save before we try this dice check in case they like fall and break a leg or
Completed.
something.
Time to get some rest.
Okay, they crossed
isn't
it fine. Oh, hello.
I'm listening.
Entertainment!
I gave Jubilos the freedom to throw grenades because that was a lot of enemy spellcasters and that makes me nervous. But it turned out okay. I'm surprised there's not an option to skin the Hydras for their pelts like there is like so many of the other monsters that you kill. I mean, it's basically just like a giant snake skin, right? I feel like that could be worth something.
This requires your attention.
The rocks are moved from their usual places, as if something very huge and extremely strong used to walk here. Some pieces of fish innards can be seen on the ground. What? Ivar. Hi, Ivar. A tall, red-haired man, dressed in hunter's clothes, is balancing on the brink of this cliff. One wrong move and he'll fall into the chasm. Pondering how to make the most perfect dive to the rocks below, are you? Oh no, not at all. Many would like to silence the dragon's voice. I won't give them the pleasure. The redhead turns around and nods. Your grace. You know who I am? I know everything that happens in the village and for leagues around. Of course I was aware of your arrival. Such a prestigious guest striding into our lands. I'll take that as a compliment. Just don't take it as flattery. He scoffs, but there's no malice in it. Bootlicking the highborn? Never one of my habits. Care to tell me who you are? Well, it would be rude not to introduce myself. My name is Ivar. The red-headed man watches you closely, but makes no move to run or draw his weapons. If you pass through the village, you must have heard rumors about me. Once I used to be a simple hunter, but now I keep the peace in this region by order of their lord, the Silver Dragon. So you're the dragon's voice? That's what people call me. The red-haired man smiles slightly. These lands are under protection of the Silver Dragon, and I'm his most trusted servants. May I have an audience with your Lord Dragon? He smiles slightly. You waste your time. I cannot be bought with gold, a maiden's kiss, or magic. Even if you were to try, and you're welcome to, the dragon won't speak to anyone but me. Is that your house south of here? It is mine, so what? There were some papers around the house. He frowns and his fists clench, but he regains control almost immediately. I should have watched over my papers more carefully, though what difference does it make? What would it change? He shakes his head bitterly. Alright, we'll talk another time. Bye! Why are you so sure that this another time will happen? I won't stay here long. There's an old saying, sluggish wolf soon starves. Bye. What was the paper? Hunter's letter. Is this it? That's a lot. Okay. You know, Lissa, my father always used to scold me saying, Ivar, you shouldn't wag your tongue so much. I never listened. Remember the day of matchmaking? The headman's son came to you, gave you those nice boots only city ladies wear, and his servants brought a barrel of honey and a crate of sausages. Then Mingar the smith came, brought an ornate door casing, skillfully crafted locks, and piles of other housewares, and said he was going to decorate a house for the two of you with all of it that he crafted. I came late in the evening, after all of them had left, and all I brought was a bunch of wild flowers. I set them on the porch and said, I clicked the wrong button. and said, I saw a Nixie crying in the forest. She'd planned to make a lantern of my heart, but she found my heart was already taken. It's bad fortune to make Nixies cry, so Lady Lissa, would you go to the forest and give the heart you've taken to anyone who may need it more than you? You told me I was a fool, and then you kissed me. For our wedding, you invited your relatives, the old miller's widow, and stupid Acel, the fisherman, out of pity, I suspect, as no one else wanted to spend time around him. I invited frogs, wind, and a full moon. Brother Moon, I said, please be so kind as to share your light with everyone, for my bride tires of shining over this world alone. Wow, this guy had Riz, chat. The frogs sang along with Acel, and you were more beautiful than the moon and more cheerful than the spring wind. Ari was about to turn 5, and Mika was 4, and I'd spent a month dragging fish to the cliff and cursing a stupid wyvern who just couldn't be lured. When I finally lured her, I chased her through the bushes, collecting her silver scales, and there after they fell. It wouldn't have been so hard to decorate our garden with those scales if I hadn't done it at night. Then the morning came, and our children went silent, their mouths agape. Hundreds of silver lights sparkled atop apple and cherry trees. I hid my scratched hands in my sleeves and scoffed. This isn't so special. You never noticed before how the stars hide in the trees from the cunning sky cat? You looked at me without a word, but I could still hear your words in my mind. You're such a fool, Ivar. I love you. I don't remember how I came up with the story of the silver dragon. I came home late with a black grouse I'd shot and said it was a hard fight. I just couldn't aim properly. The dragon kept peeping out from the clouds, blinding me with his shiny silver wings. You saw a real dragon, Dad? Not the whole dragon, no. You see, the only way to see the dragon is if two loving souls climb up the high cliff under a new moon hand in hand. At the time, I wasn't thinking about how dark the night was, or how steep the path to the top of the cliff was, especially for little feet, or how wet the rocks were after the rain. I was just looking at you, wishing it was us two living souls hand in hand sneaking away up to the skies as we did when we weren't that much older than Ari and Mika. The next morning, you woke first, and it was you who found our children's beds empty. You said nothing to me then. Not when we walked through the misty woods, not when we found Mika's doll at the start of the path leading up to the cliff. You kept silent as I ascended from the chasm with Ari's body in my hands. You said nothing when Aesel brought Mika's body, found further out, at the lake shore near the cliff. You're such a fool, Ivar. You wag your tongue too much. It was just a story, another of your stupid fairy tales. How could it end this way? I'm so sorry, Lissa. Better you married the smith, or the headman's son, or even stupid Acel, but anyone but me. It's all my fault, forgive me please, and let me go. Today I'll go to the children's graves and ... Holy crap. Alright, so he told his children so many fairy tales about the silver dragon that they went to check it out and they fell off the cliff and died.
Not that I care.
I think that's the short of it, chat. Wait, do I have an unconscious Smilodon over here? I think I do.
No mistakes.
Or is it dead? It's dead. Alright, it'll respawn the next time we have a long rest.
Or don't.
Oh, hello.
Do it.
Just gonna toggle the song on and then back off really quick, and then during performance we'll keep it up until it's gone. So that way we only use one use of it, instead of one use per turn. Quick save.
I am yours to command.
Oh, time to get some ready, isn't it?
I'm gonna use haste on this one. These are a little dangerous, and there's quite a few of them. And the haste lands as the fight ends. La la la. I saw a lot of like minus strength, minus dex. I think they were poisoning my summons. But as long as it wasn't the people, I guess.
I found something.
Some unknown power made entire schools of fish jump ashore. Some of the fish are already dead, but others twitch, their eyes bulging, their mouths opening and silently closing as if out of desperation and horror.
How much longer, I wonder?
Oh. Oh, we found like a dungeon thing. Alright, quick save. We still pretty much fully buffed. Let's see what's in here.
Will this ever end?
Pile of notes. First note, I'm not going to say it out loud. The chief would rip me a new one if he heard me, but I think it's time to hit the road. Silverstep is cursed. Look, just yesterday I saw a boat sailing in the lake. A big one, kind with a big sail, and there were a bunch of people on board with some big box or chest or something. All of a sudden, the steersman spins the wheel and rams the boat right against the rocks. The wreck went down at that cliff not far from our cave. The people jumped out and tried to swim for shore, but they just froze in place and then sank without a word. One got close enough I could see his face, a mask of terror I can't even begin to describe, yelled something about Charon, went pale, froze like the others, and popped. That was the last I saw of him. Sure, there were plenty of nasty beasts around, but this was something else. I trust my instincts, and they're screaming at me loud as can be to get out while we still can. If we don't, we're all gonna die. Second note, cut the whining, bud. There's a wrecked boat, and you say we should run? I say we take a look. There might be some valuables in the wreckage. Third note, now you've done it. Chief found out about the boat and the chest, and now all he talks about is looking for treasure. He's gonna have all the others out searching for it, poking around the lake bed with hooks, and at night of all things, so the locals don't notice. I'm telling you, no good will come of this. These woods give me the creeps, and they're even worse at night. Day before yesterday, I was on my way back to the cave, and I heard a noise behind me. Turned around and saw two glowing eyes staring at me from the woods. Imagine it. The fir grove in the dark, and just two blazing embers in the night. I don't know what it was, and I don't want to. I'm just glad it disappeared as soon as I saw it. Fourth note, while you were busy being scared of that wolf or runaway kitty or whatever it was, I found the box. It's just sitting there, all that precious treasure, right on the lake bed. It's not even that far from shore. We're fishing it out tomorrow. Fifth note, are you serious? I swear, if we don't get out of here before that box is open, before it's out of the water, something terrible is going to happen. Sixth note, look, the beast that attacked the cave was scary, sure, but we gave it hell, didn't we? And when the chief set it on fire, it ran off, didn't it? Howled so loud I thought my head would explode, but we came out fine. No, I think I'm gonna stay. I bet the box is full of treasure, and as for the beast and those drowned men of yours, well, this profession's all about taking risks, right? Seventh note, there's risk, and then there's whatever this is. No. When the chief goes out to get that box, I'm showing my heels. Farewell, pal. Life's long. Maybe we'll meet again someday if we play our cards right. What's in the box, in the box, in the box, in the box? Like Pandora's box.
Child's play.
Okay. Let's see, it's right after midnight. Let's just finish this cave system, because it's a pretty small cave, and then we'll head up. Dude, is that the box? That's a sarcophagus. I'll be damned, that beast again? No, these are new strangers. I bet they want to take away our loot. They're messing with the wrong men. Okay.
Let's finish them quick.
All right. There's a bandit necromancer. All right, so there's some spellcasters. All right, Ekun, target the necro. You use your song. Muck, summon dire wolves in the room. -4 levels on Mukluk? You piece of crap. I'm not happy about that, chat. Negative levels can be removed with spells like Restoration. Yeah, but that takes Diamond Dust. A creature whose permanent negative levels equals hit dice cannot be brought back to life. What are the other options? It can only be done through Resurrection spell, which removes all negative levels after dead. Okay.
Ready for anything.
I'm wondering if you can rest it off. You don't have Diamond Dust. Okay.
No,
I
I
cannot cure it off. He has lost 4 levels. Let's play for 5 more minutes and lose 4 levels. That's a great idea.
This is not the way it
I
works.
failed.
Oh my god, they both failed at lockpicking. Come on. Cypress Queen's Quill. Packs and crates filled with various goods obviously belonged to some merchants before making their way here. Many of them were spotted with blood. Alright, quick save.
Time to get some rest.
Water and sludge still drip from this huge stone block, which has obviously been dredged from the lake bottom recently. Upon closer examination, it looks like a huge chest, or rather a sarcophagus. Called it. One side bears an engraved symbol, a skull with a single eye socket, and the eye socket is covered with a coin. Is there a Cyclops in there? Lore religion check. Success. The engraving on the side of the sarcophagus resembles the symbol of Charon, the horseman of death. But Charon's symbol usually has 2 eye sockets, each covered by a coin, while the symbol here only has 1. There's nothing more you can tell about the sarcophagus except that it's ancient. Detect magic. Magic presence here is obvious. You can sense powerful necromancy energies, but can't figure out specific spells in use. Knowledge arcana. Search for a keyhole or means of opening the sarcophagus. Failed. Okay. For now, leave. Let's not force it open. These boats were obviously pulled ashore recently. Inside them are hooks, pivots, and other tools that would be needed to recover things from under the water. I am dude, it's a huge sarcophagus with a picture of a cyclops on it. I bet if we crack it open, there's gonna be a giant murder cyclops inside it. It said necromantic energies. Maybe he's like a zombie. I'm gonna quick save it and then just be stupid and see what happens. Open it by any means, even cracking it open. 16 hours pass. After many desperate tries, a broken hammer, a sore back and shoulders, you manage to crack the lid of the sarcophagus. Because it says 16 hours passed, I bet a lot of my buffs just wore off. A horrid smell wafts forth. Corpse rot. But at least you've opened it. Your triumph is short-lived, however. You freeze as you hear something stir within the sarcophagus. Something heavy. A heartbeat later, a huge rotting hand curls around the crack you've made and locks around the edge. This is quickly followed by the scraping of stone as the hand begins to force the lid open the rest of the way. Hi. Oh, what are the other things appearing in the room? Zombies? Oh my god, there's so many of them. And we all instantly got feared. And I hate this. He's facing Mukluk, who has -4 levels. Oh no, he doesn't. They wore off. Doesn't matter. Critical hit 117. Game over. That's so stupid. So, because it time skipped 16 hours, all our buffs, including resist fear, wore off. Instantly feared. We didn't get a turn. He targeted the main character and then just crit him on the first try. There's literally nothing in the game I could do about that except reload and hope it turns out better. Can you imagine if I was playing this on a hardcore mode? I would be flipping my desk.
I don't need any.
I would be flipping the freaking desk right now.
Here. Resting would be nice, don't you think?
To victory!
Alright, let's see if we can get the spell off. Resist fear. Cast that. You go nuts. And fear. Dude, they're just like leaving the level.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
She's using channel energy to nuke the undead guy. That's all she can do. Ekon just died. I don't know. Oh, you're right there. Dude, they're still feared. 40 seconds? Are you out of your goddamn mind? 40 seconds of fear. It's like, yeah, I don't want to play the game. It's fine. Does she have Cure Fear? No. And because they're walking around, they're triggering attacks of opportunity constantly, giving him extra attacks. What a stupid fight. Dude, so here's the thing. If you were playing this at a table, you could be like, okay, yeah, we keep trying to break it open, but you tell the dungeon master, like, hey, let us know when we get close to breaking it open. Like we start to see a crack or something. We make progress. And then he would tell you, you could stop and buff up. But the way that they have set this up, it's just like time skip, lose all buffs, and then you. All right, I want to try something here, Chad. Let's try this. I'm backing everyone out of the room except her. Let's see if the curse hits them way out in the hallway.
To victory!
Okay, we've removed fear on us.
A clever ploy.
She's still feared though, so now we need to go remove fear on her. Okay, we've removed fear on Valerie, and now we gotta get... Maka might die now. I can back him away, but he's gonna take an attack of opportunity. So I think I just leave him there.
I got you dead.
Primitives.
Serves you right.
Now I'm angry.
Now, the Cyclops is gonna get hit Muck again, and I gotta hope it's not enough to kill him. Yes. Acid grenade. Oh my gosh, what a freaking
Time to
fight.
get some rest, isn't it?
Again, that was largely frustrating just because of how the game rules came into play there. That one would have been different at a table. Alright, well, we killed that thing. Can't open that. Okay. Now the question is, you know, there was that story about the people on the boat. They just all of a sudden gave up on life and just let themselves sink to the bottom and die. I wonder if the thing that made them do that was the guy in the treasure chest, the guy in the sarcophagus, or if it was unrelated.
Or don't.
All right, cool. So progress. Wow, we had a couple of really challenging fights tonight. The first fight of the night was that the Hydra and the Nixies that killed me a bunch of times, and the poison guys. And then this one was time skip. You lose all your buffs. Lol. Here's an ogre that crits for 117 damage, and also fears all of you constantly. All right, we're gonna save it there and pick it up from here next time.